keep introducing you to students. We're gonna meet Gianna next.
Both my mother and grandmother were chemical engineers, which is very rare. My grandmother is actually from the Philippines. She immigrated here maybe 40, 50 years ago, and she was probably one of the only female chemical engineers in her university back then. And so growing up, I always knew what the major was and how versatile it was and sort of what companies you could work for and how that could be implemented in your career. And so that was kind of like my first inspiration for wanting to do chemical engineering. When I was deciding what major to pursue in college and really what I wanted to do with my life, I thought chemical engineering would be like the perfect mix of having an industrial impact, but also being able to implement the different skills of a researcher. Coming from the Northeast, I didn't know much about this university, but I was actually inspired to apply here by the old president of my high school because he said, hey, you're interested in engineering and you're good at science and math, and Georgia Tech's one of the best schools in the country for chemical engineering, so you should apply. I have done 2 internships within research and development at pharmaceutical companies, so I worked at Moderna and I worked at Merck, and the biggest takeaway that I have from both of those internship experiences is the large-scale impact that chemical engineers can have on the pharmaceutical industry. When I kind of took a step back and started working in an academic research lab here at Georgia Tech, it really showed me that small-scale impact can be very important in influencing the decisions of large-scale impact. I decided to pursue a PhD because I'm really interested in spending the next 5 years doing creative science and leading my own project and sort of discovering things that haven't been discovered before. The biggest thing I think I learned from my mother and grandmother being female chemical engineers is that, you know, no matter the time, no matter the circumstance, there's always going to be a seat at the table for me. My grandmother and my mother were going through engineering school. It was predominantly male. And I mean, I don't think they ever took that as a setback because they both graduated and had wonderful careers in the industry. With the privilege I have, like in 2025, to become an engineer, I need to like use that privilege for like the betterment of society. Having 2 great influences in my life of female chemical engineers definitely showed me that the doors were wide open for any opportunity that I wanted to pursue. And that was just really special and like really inspiring.
Okay, there we go. All right, I'm here with Gianna. And we just got to know a little bit about you, 3rd generation chemical and biomolecular engineer. I never get that right. I got it right on the first time. But also, you were involved in quite a few organizations on campus. Tell me about Miracle, what that organization is and why it was important to you.
Yeah, so for the past 3 or 4 years, I was the Vice President of Finance for Miracle, which is Georgia Tech's largest student-run nonprofit organization that supports the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. And we basically fundraise for the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta and also do impact awareness for all of our members.
And I know that you're going to be pursuing your PhD at Penn. That's your next stop. But what are you going to miss most about this place when you leave Atlanta?
Yeah, I think I'm going to miss my friends the most. Very cliche answer, but everyone I've met here has just been so kind and welcoming and really made Georgia Tech like a home away from home.
And it's time for shout-outs, but this should be really easy. You don't have to shout very far because right back here.
Yeah, I just want to shout out my mom, my dad, my cousin Morgan, and my Aunt Ursa for flying all the way down here from Philly. Everyone watching online, including my sisters, my whole entire family in Pennsylvania, and of course, all of my Georgia Tech friends that are graduating today.
All right, congratulations, Gianna. We appreciate it. She's going to head back to her.
If you would like a bachelor's degree today from the greatest engineering college in the world, won't you stand up and cheer?
Gianna Fiduccia. Audrey.
I'm a rambling wreck from Georgia Tech and a hell of an engineer. A hell of an engineer. Like all the jolly good fellows, I drink my whiskey clear. I'm a rambling wreck from Georgia Tech and a hell of an engineer.